Good morning, good morning. It's 5:30 in the morning. I doubt too many people are up on the Sunday morning, the glorious day the Lord has made. But I had to get up to make a little breakfast, y'all. You're not going to believe what I'm fixing to tell you. Yesterday, I got up at 6:30. Started cooking. Got our dough, sourdough, stirred it, took out a cup, refed it. That'd been the 11th day because I missed the 10th day. There's been so many fires to put out. I have not had one chance to look up, y'all. I mean, this I think has been the most dramatic and busiest portion of my life that I have ever seen. So usually I can deal with things pretty well, just like all of you. But sometimes we just have to stop, regroup, and continue. It's been really a lot of stuff going on. Finally got the little red car fixed, pretty sure, to a wonderful mechanic. Came to my home and helped Mother and I out. Didn't want to charge me not $1. Now I'm going to tell you, that's what kind of people I grew up around. Then, to make a long story short, I started doing the dough, sourdough starter, feeding it yesterday. So I thought, I'll give my friends a good recipe. So I cooked this same sausage, that much of it, fried it with eggs, and I made a good biscuit dough, and I spreaded all that out onto my baking tray. I filled that thin dough with all the spices and the sausage and the eggs, and I rolled that up and made a kind of a log where you could slice that and put it on your children's plate or guest plate or whatever. It's like a pinwheel, but it had your sausage and eggs. I got all that done. It turned out beautiful, y'all. I've got some photographs. Then I went to upload my video. There was no video. It was about a 40-minute video. There was my voice. I was acting like I was preaching or something. So I lost that, and I thought, I just don't have the strength after this week to try to even explain or upload another video. I thought, well, I could do it on Sunday when Granny Pat and I have our show, and I'm pretty sure that's going to still continue today. But y'all have to realize that sometimes I'm the meat to that show. I'm not an excellent producer. I'm not an excellent videographer. I just do what I know, and if it comes out, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. And Granny Pat understands that I do the best that I can. Being a caregiver for a 92-year-old mother, trying to cook our meals, keep the house somewhat in order. So yesterday I was just exhausted. I've been exhausted for a week, and y'all have known and written in that you knew I was about to my wit's end. So I just sat down and I said, God, I can't do this no more. You've got to take hold, because I cannot. So everything was going pretty smooth yesterday. And all of a sudden, I came into the kitchen and I heard this loud, loud noise. I didn't know what it was. Well, wouldn't you know? I haven't even told Granny Pat this. Wouldn't you know? I went to the furnace closet and my big fan on the furnace was ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. So I had to hurry up and turn that off before it ruined the outside big unit. And so that's where I am this morning. I've still not got our air conditioner replaced. It's these sweltering, it's not been too bad, but it's fixing to get really bad in Texas and Oklahoma. And to make a long story short, I had to drive. My sister drove me for hours to get us a condenser that goes on there to start the thing. Well, it wasn't that, and then it was the main fan. So that's where we are this week, and I thought, I need something halfway decent for breakfast. I don't know what I'll cook, but that's just the way it is in this house. So we're going to cook something, and I hope y'all understand that I've been having a lot of personal issues, a lot of mother issues, a lot of car issues, a lot of now air conditioner issues. And the same man, the car man, he came and tried to fix the air conditioner. He's so smart. I mean, he reminds me of my daddy. My daddy could fix anything. It didn't matter what it was. He could fix it. And I'm kind of that way, but I have to learn trying to fix it. I don't know it, but it's just like that little red car. They wanted a fortune to put brake pads on there. Well, I decided I was going to put them on myself, and I did. It's unheard of, the things that I've learned to do in the past 10 years that 5 years that I never thought I'd ever have to do. But I've enjoyed and loved every minute of it. Just like with the YouTube, I'm enjoying and loving every minute of it. And I hope I bring joy to y'all. And so today, that's just, I guess, what I'm going to do. I'm going to scramble some eggs. That's what I'm going to do. Turn my burner on. I've decided that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to scramble some eggs. Let me get my pan rinsed out. Now, if y'all thought that was long-winded this morning, you just don't know how I really felt. Because I'm going to tell y'all, I hurt myself. I've got fiberglass in my skin from trying to work on that fan. You can see these bruises. And with my blood count being as low as it is, I bruise very easily. So let me get this going. Got my pan on. I'll take my little coffee filter. Got a little bit of olive oil on it. I'll just keep it there on that. Just to grease my skillet a little bit. I guess we could go ahead and just fry this sausage, because I need to use this. That's Mr. Owens sausage. I told y'all that story about Mr. Owens. Well, let's just put it in there. We'll just fry it like we did yesterday. We'll do a remake, kinda, of what we did yesterday that we lost the video on. I'm going to tell y'all what that was. Make sure this videos are going. Yeah, it is. Boy, that was traumatic. Okay. Let me get my good wooden spoon, a big spoon. Turn that down a little bit. Just kind of chop that up a little bit. Now on pork, y'all want to fry pork really good. It doesn't matter if it's store-bought or killed down at on the river. You want to cook your pork because my grandma always said you need to cook your pork very well because it can make upsets in your system. And we're not going to talk about that, but you just don't want to. A lot of people won't eat pork, but I grew up on it and I still I'll eat sausage and I made sausage and killed hogs and picked cotton, and I've done all that because I decided that's what I wanted to experience everything, not that I had to do it. See how that's just frying up? See there. I'll turn that down a little bit. Let's get us let's see, we'll probably put about, today I had to buy my brown eggs. I didn't have any from the yard. So, that'll be about a 4-egg pan there, so let me lay these eggs out on my little rim, my bowl. I'm always rinsing something or wiping something off, you know. You know, I was driving about the hulls being so thin. And every hull I've had this week has been thick hulls. I'd make some good sausage gravy. I just don't feel like making biscuits this morning, y'all. I do not. I just cannot do it. Let me get my little whiskey whisk. Put us a little bit of pepper and egg. Salt. Because you've got salt in the pork, so you don't need a lot of salt. Gonna have to make some more jelly, y'all, pretty soon. Maybe later in the week. So that's cooked down pretty good. We'll just make like a... I'll be right back. I decided I want to use some of this onion and celery, red pepper, green pepper, parsley flakes seasoning blend. I should have put it in there with the sausage, but I didn't. So, let me just put some of that in there. And that'll cook, that'll thaw out, because that's froze. I just keep it in the freezer so I'll have it for things. When I don't, like in the mornings, I'm not too keen on dicing onions and all that stuff, but I want it in our food. So we just let that cook down and turn it up just a little bit. You know we've got to have some kind of bread, and I'm not going to make biscuits, and I don't have any canned biscuits. You'd think somebody like me would have everything in stock and ready. Well, I don't. Never. I just usually make what we want and what we need, but today we're going to have wheat bread with butter. I'm going to put that in the toaster. Then I'll slather some butter onto it, because there's nothing better than something with butter on it. You'll see that cooked right on up. Y'all see that? It cooked right on up with my sausage and the onions and peppers and all that. So now, we're going to take our egg. We're just going to put it right in our skillet. Just like that. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Now start moving your stuff, because you know I've told you, you got to move, 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 or it'll be terrible, terrible, terrible from the get-go. So this will make some good sausage and eggs. The pepper and the onions. And now on a skillet, you have to really move that. It's not like my little beautiful copper egg pans, or somebody wrote in and said that something else, whatever other kind of pans I had. But this is about what I made yesterday for y'all to put in that encroach in the dough. I'm just going to turn that up because you don't want to you don't want it dry, and that's what it turns out to be if you don't move those and get those in that skillet as you go. We'll get a gosh, I'm dropping everything today. I'm just going to make that with the eggs and the sausage, just like that. Set this over to the side. Let me get another her plate. And by the time, see, there's our toast. By the time we are ready to eat. I've got the toast. I've got the butter. I'm just going to butter our bread just a little bit. I'll cut that just so you have your toast and your eggs. And then, of course, we cannot forget what little bit of homemade jelly we do have still in our jar. So, see, look at that. I told you we got to make some more. We'll just put that right there. Some good home jelly. And that's what we're going to have today, is our sausage and egg and peppers and toast and jelly. That's a good breakfast. So today is Sunday. Be blessed. Do what you have to do to survive like I'm doing. It'll all work out, y'all. I promise you. I have been through a lot of stuff in my life. And my grandmother always said, your sins will find you out and everything else will work out. And it does, y'all. I'm blessed. You're blessed. We're blessed to live in the United States. We're blessed to have family if we can. I'm blessed to have my 92-year-old mother. And all you friends, I wish you was here to eat with us, because we would be having some good breakfast today. We'll talk to you later on. Bye-bye.